Hello and welcome to the second episode of Late Night Lions, the beginning of our downward spiral into mediocrity.
Coming to you from Lindenwood University in St. Charles, it's Late Night Lions. This week, Jon sits down with independent artist Scott Walsh, plus the Freestyle Dial. And now, here's your host, Jon Fisher.
Thank you so much for being here and tuning in online. Seth, did you see that we're in the school paper? That's pretty exciting news.
Yeah,
What's wrong?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, Jon, but the story seemed to be lacking a certain someone.
Well, you see, they were trying to focus on the people who are actually important to the show. Because you didn't create the show and you're not the host, so... You're a terrible person. Just... Seth, no! Campus was hit with a bit of a health issue this past week. 18 students were diagnosed with pink eye, which can cause irritation, swelling, and other nasty symptoms in the eye. There were also several ways to prevent pink eye, including washing your hands often, changing pillowcases on a regular basis, and not farting in other people's faces. Seth. Also, not too good, St. Louis was recently added to a federal program dedicated to fighting violent crime. The city joins a star-studded cast that includes Compton, Chicago, Detroit, and Oakland. In other words, leave St. Louis now. Speaking of unrepentant criminals, McKinseyPost.com had Missouri believers in tears of joy this past Tuesday when it announced that pop star Justin Bieber had bought a home in the St. Louis area. What they didn't know is that McKinseyPost.com is a satirical site, proving yet again that people will believe whatever they read on the internet.
Boo!
Basic white girls around the world are ecstatic after Starbucks announced that starting in April, customers will be earning rewards for dollars spent rather than overall purchases. So now they can finally justify spending $15 on a glorified milkshake. It's no secret that Americans are getting bigger, and our beloved airlines are scrambling to deal with the issue. Congressmen are trying to currently amend a bill that would require the FAA to stop shrinking the size of airplane seats. An aviation company, Airbus, recently filed a patent for adjustable seats that would help accommodate larger passengers. Both proposals have received the coveted Chris Christie seal of approval. Astronaut Scott Kelly returned to Earth this past week after a year spent in space. Well, technically it was 340 days in space, but they would have made it a full 365, but they had to rescue Matt Damon again from another planet. This past Tuesday, more than 10 states held their presidential primaries, including Bernie Sanders' state of Vermont. Sanders also cast his vote that day after saying, "After a lot of thought, I voted for me for president." Well, at least somebody did. Trump, not wanting to be outdone, chose to celebrate his win by consuming the soul of Chris Christie.
Different places in China, different places in Asia, different places in the Middle East. You look at some of the airports they have, you look at the roadways they have, you look at the transportation systems they have, and the trains they have. We're like a third world country.
Trump said in a press conference, "You're next, Jib." The Pentagon has launched a new campaign called Hack the Pentagon, inviting anyone and everyone from across the U.S. to attempt to break through the Pentagon's network. When asked about it, Hillary Clinton responded, "Been there, done that." We've got a great show for you guys this week. Rapper Scott Walsh is here, so stick around.
You don't need a parachute to skydive, but you do need a parachute to skydive twice.
Welcome back. My guest tonight is an independent artist from Lindenwood University. Please welcome Scott Walsh. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk with us today.
My pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
Good. So how did you get started in the music industry?
Well, I've always been into music. I started playing drums in 2nd grade, but then in high school, I started getting into poetry. And so I guess somewhere along the line, when you mix drums and poetry, you end up with a rapper.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how it worked out, but it did, and that's where I am now.
Does seem the logical progression.
Yes.
So you are an independent artist right now. Is
Yes,
this
sir.
more of a hobby, or is this like, are you going into it as a profession?
I'd love to go into it as a profession. As of now, not really producing the profits that it takes to be a profession, but definitely more than a hobby. I started taking it very seriously, and I'm hoping to bring it up to the level of an actual career.
Yeah. And you've performed live before, right?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Yeah.
Many of times. Lots of venues all over downtown St. Louis, because of course I am from St. Louis.
Gotcha. Nice. So what has been your best performance experience?
I played a show last summer at Keener Plaza in downtown St. Louis, which is a really historical landmark. And it was a lot of fun. There were a ton of people there, and I played what I thought was my best show. I had a lot of fun, and I think the people liked it too. So that was probably.
I mean, if you have fun, they have fun.
Yeah, that's the thought at least.
Yeah. Now, you've had good experiences. Have you had any bad experiences in performances?
I had one recently.
Yeah.
Real bad experience. I was playing a headlining show, my own show, at a venue called The Demo in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I was doing a cover of the song Trap Queen by Fetty Wap, which of course everyone knows. But I was about 20 seconds into it, and I completely blanked on the lyrics. Froze up. Yeah. And I was just frozen. Deer in the headlights. I had no idea what to do. It was miserable.
I can relate. One time I walked on stage and during a performance, went to do a monologue. I was the first person on stage to speak. 2 sentences in, and I just stood there for 3 minutes
Same
waiting,
thing, yeah.
waiting to
exact
figure
thing,
out
yeah.
what I was doing. Yeah.
It's the worst feeling.
Oh, it's just terrible. But also, it's a rush when things do go right.
That's true.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have those bad moments to then get the good ones later on.
Exactly. So what all do you do? Just rap?
Well, I have been a rapper primarily my whole time as an artist, but now I'm kind of starting to expand into new things with this new material. I'm writing the instrumental parts, the piano and drums, guitar
Gotcha.
and all of that, and I do some singing along with the rapping. So it's really a little more than just rap, but that's the overall term that people would give me.
Yeah, so you're trying to just do everything right now.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Nice. And so do you have a SoundCloud or?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
all of my music is up on SoundCloud. You can find that. It's WalshyMusic.
WalshyMusic. And do you have Instagram, Facebook?
Instagram and Twitter is WalshyMusic as well, if people want to come say hey.
Nice, nice. We will post the descriptions below the video. Thank you, Scott, for talking with us. Up next, we are going to do a new segment called the Freestyle Dial. I'm going to throw some Lindenwood topics at you, and you are going to freestyle. How's that sound?
Sounds interesting, to say the least.
We'll get it done. Thanks, Scott.
Okay, thank you.
This week's episode is brought to you by Aliens. Not the movie, because we'd be sued.
He must be up there. His whole body's in the hole.
Thank you, guys. Welcome back. This week, we are introducing a new segment called the Freestyle Dial. We'll give Scott a topic about Lindenwood University, and he'll come up with a rap about it on the spot. How you feeling about it?
Terrified.
Terrified?
Yes.
It's gonna be fine.
It's going to be great.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna push the button, and a dial will come up. Whatever it lands on, go for as long as you can, okay?
I'll do my best.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Go. Oh, Midwest weather.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what we got.
We're gonna lay down a sick beat for you. Ready? Mm-hmm. And
Yeah. Midwest weather. Yeah. Here we go. I see in the news we expect some rain. Man, this weather messing with my brain. And later on, we'll be getting snow. Then it'll be warm, man, I don't know. Cause today it's hot, and then it's cold. I might go become an Eskimo. I don't know, man, it's always changing. One day it's cold, and then it's raining. Who knows?
Good job. Nice. That was awesome. All right. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Are you ready for the second one?
Bring it on.
All right. Ready?
Okay. All right.
Oh. Oh, it's the angry LU geese.
I've seen them.
Have you been attacked by them is the question.
Almost. I got away.
Okay, good. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's lay down that sick beat again.
Okay. Geese. Ready? Okay. Here we go. Walking down the street and I see a goose. Man, that thing was the size of a moose. It chased me down. It chased me down. I'm scared I'm gonna have to leave this town, cause that goose is mad. That goose is bad. That goose is gonna go kill my dad. I don't know, man. The goose is savage. I might just average. Okay. Okay.
There we go. Nice. God, those geese. Yeah. Okay.
They're bad.
They're bad. They bit me before. Anyway, okay. That was pretty good. Can you do better this time?
I'm gonna try them.
Okay, let's see. No pressure. Ready? All right.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
Okay.
This one. All right. You ready?
I'm aware.
Alrighty. Alrighty. And let's lay down that sick beat once more.
Okay. Third freestyle. Let's go. Well, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. Will I win the award? I don't know, cause I'm acting good. I'm acting great, but they never give me an award. That's a shame. I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. One to done, and then I go, cause I'm acting here, I'm acting there. In my newest movie, I was beat by a bear. Okay. Revenant, no one saw that?
No.
It was attacked by a bear.
Yep.
Okay. That's what we got.
That's it?
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. That was awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode of Late Night Lions. Next week, we'll have Lindenwood basketball player and MIAA winner of the week, Corey Arnston. You don't want to miss it, so make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. And to get the most out of Late Night Lions, find us on Facebook and Twitter. Links are posted below in the video.
Thanks.